Hey, what's up, rockers and metalheads and all of you alike? Once again, this is Joe from Joyful Noise Productions. Now, some of you are probably thinking, are you doing a car vlog video or what? Well, let me go ahead and just start by saying this. As I mentioned before, a lot of us as musicians are broke. I guess I have to turn this on, a little bit. Now, as many of you know, since if you guys have been following my channel, you know I've kind of been able to have a lot of time on my hands and being able to bring out the best videos that I can do to the best of my ability and to what I have. Okay, because I want to give you guys the best, even with the low amount of money that we all can get. Because if you heard me say, especially in the recent few videos, we're broke. Okay. When I started this video channel, I started, as a retired grandpa. Well, little by little, some life changes have happened, and my son got married recently. Okay, maybe about a month ago, or a month or two ago, and now his newfound wife lives with us. Now, another change of events is my son decided to go out and to go truck driving. Okay, now some of you thinking, well, big deal, you'll still be able to do YouTube, right? Yeah, but there's one problem. Now, obviously this is Saturday night, August 24th, I believe. And if you guys probably caught the last video, obviously it was about my Toucan plugins. To be honest with you, I had to rush that video. I just got done doing with it, so if you watched it, cool. If not, you should check out the HSR tutorials. But anywho, before my son took off, him and I had a very long conversation, and so I'm back in the saddle again as being the man of the house, which I've always been the man of the house, but me, I'll be obviously taking full reign, So because my son made this conscientious choice to go back on the road. However, he's no longer giving me money to be able to do the things that I need to do, which he requires me to do, because now I have to get a job. Now, this is the reason why we're actually in his car, because now, I'm driving. It feels good to drive a brand new car. Okay. Anywho, because of that, now I have to go out and hustle. Now, as I mentioned many times in my videos, you guys, part of being a musician is knowing that you have a day job. Well, I really don't have a day job. I actually have 2 day jobs, or actually a day and a night. They're both gig jobs, like DoorDash, which I'm doing right now, and I'm also doing Uber Eats, because I need to feed those needs as far as other responsibilities, just paying the house, utilities, expenses, and stuff like that. So I have to go out and hustle. Now, the problem has been for the past 2 weeks is trying to get this schedule to work to my advantage. Obviously, there's been a little bit of struggle trying to make this cohesive, where I can be able to do YouTube still and be able to do this at the same time and still be able to relax. It's still having hard times because now I have to help take care of the family. I have to still, my wife still wants me to go help her take her to her doctor's appointments, even though she drives to work on her own, which is okay, still good. But I did tell her she's gonna have to start taking herself to her doctors by herself. Unless it's a situation where you have to require me to go with you. Now, also, I take care of my granddaughter still. There's some things we're trying to do to make sure that she transitions out of her autism therapy. Many don't know my granddaughter is autistic. So like this week I had to take her to the doctor to kind of get some medical clearances and stuff like that, so they can do more of a targeted therapy, and hopefully we can be able to get her into speech therapy where we can kind of get her to speak more. My son thinks she's a mute, but nah, she's not a mute. She does talk. She does more whine. If anything, she does a lot more whining than anything. Now, also with my son's new wife, we have to deal with her naturalization processes, such as making sure she learns how to drive, make sure she goes to her appointments that she needs, because she's done everything the right way, which you're supposed to do. We didn't put her on a boat and hide her so we can pull over. No, we didn't do any of that. So, because she's from the Philippines, or she calls herself a Panay, so we been able to get, so we paid lots. He paid lots of money, so now I have to make sure she's taken care of and all that other stuff as well. So it does put a little extra strain on me, but I am trying to get into the rhythm of things. So hopefully, pretty soon, I'll probably find myself in a pattern where I can be able to still do YouTube and still at the same time being able to handle my family work. Because I do got a lot of good stuff coming up. For some of you guys who are in the Valentin community, I finally got me the GP5. So, you're probably thinking, well, you got a GP200, why do you need a GP5? Well, like I said, I got it for certain reasons. And let's just say I'm not gonna do a review on it. I'm gonna do, something that I normally do with, like I did with the GP200, just kind of see if it can do certain things, and let's see how those certain things work out, such as working with Ableton. And I'm also, I've been also wanting to use something that is MIDI to use just as solely as an effects processor, because I still to some degree use real amps. Now, if I ever have to use let's say if I ever have to use my floorboard, I would go with my GP200. That's a given. So, or if I would have to kind of just set up my Ableton, I would set up my tablet a certain way, or my Windows Surface tab, the Pro, to set it up that way, to where I can be able to use my VSTs. But anywho, like I said, I've been a little busy. I've been doing a lot of things lately, and but like I said, with this thing with my son no longer being home and not wanting to hook me up with some money, especially if I have to take a loss on certain days, guess what? I have to bite the bullet and have to go out and work. That's the life of a musician, guys. So, but if you still want to keep in the loop with the home studio revolution, your reviews that are coming up, and what have you, do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. Okay, knock those buttons out before you bounce out on this video. Also, it would be nice if I could be able to get at least, to kind of at least put out a buy me a coffee, because because I do have certain goals in mind. But like I said, I want to get back to focusing on YouTube again. I want to get back to going to the point where I can be able to kind of get more time on my hands, so I can continue to push the videos out that I need to push out, and do them in a timely manner. So, again, this is the life of a musician, and in this case, a YouTube creator. So, remember, stay loud, keep it raw, keep your foot on the pedal, and burn out. Or, well, in this car's case, so it has a shut off mode. Anywho,